Hi friends and welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love on my last video. And today you may notice I'm barefaced. So I honestly, I hate being barefaced. I absolutely love my look with full glam. So this is taking a lot for me to do, but I realize that I'm taking you guys on this journey with me on this cruise and well, there's gonna be a lot of barefaced. I'm not going snorkeling with a full face of makeup. Well, I might, but that Urban Decay spray, it slaps, okay? So anyway, here I am. And today is packing day. Today is the last full day I'm at home. So no time like the present that I probably should get to packing, right? It's the last day. I'm actually gonna be sleeping in my own bed. And at first that sounds weird because it's like, oh my God. But then I realized I sleep in a hotel bed like every day for work. So this is the same thing. But let's get to packing and we'll talk about the do's and the don'ts, the wills, the won'ts, the needs and don'ts, all the things that various comes to packing. So one of the things that I don't love about Princess is the outlet situation. Now, I've been on multiple of their boats, so I haven't been on the newest ships yet. So I can't tell you a lot about the outlet situation there. But on the other boats that I've been on, they've been a little bit older, and let me tell you, it blows. There's no outlets by the bed. And really, it's 2025. I need an outlet next to my bed, especially since the package includes a Wi-Fi package. So don't get me started. Anyway, so the problem is that I need to be able to access my phone and I don't want to have to get up, crawl across the room and check it every single time, right? So you may be thinking, well, I'll just bring an extension cord. First of all, their outlets only have, are only 2-prong. So one of the things that won't work are 3 prongs. These won't work. Because this guy right here, and especially if you're coming from a different country, you may have questions about this as well. So they're American outlets, but they're the 2-prong type, okay? Second, you cannot have surge. So this is actually even though this was advertised as cruise approved, it's not, because this is actually a surge protecting device and they don't allow them on the ship. This, however, I use every day as a flight attendant at the hotel because a lot of the outlets are kind of squirmy at the hotels anyway. And what I love is it's got the option for 3-prong, but you don't have to. So I can use the 2-prong, and that's usually what I use. And then the fact that it gives me 2 USB, it's got a Type-C charger, and then the 3 of the 3-prong. So in case you do have an item that needs that 3-prong, you've got it available, or you can simply use 3 of the 2-prongs. This is a huge lifesaver, and this is actually cruise approved. So you can actually carry this and not worry about them seizing it versus this, well, you can pick it up at the end of the cruise. Okay, so next up, let's talk about protection. No, not that type. Protection of your stuff while you're out and about, right? So this is a Caribbean cruise, right? So we're going on a long Caribbean cruise. Going to be a lot of playing in the water, a lot of beaches. So I needed something to make sure that, one, my stuff was safe. And really the safest way to make sure your stuff is safe is to have it on you. So yes, they make those lock safes that you can attach to the chairs, but I don't even know if I'm going to be renting a chair, let's be honest. And 2, let's be honest, you can just rip the chair out and run away with it. So the safest thing is to have your items on you. And the way to do that, I found these. All right, so of course these are from the Amazon, and it was a crazy deal. So this was a 2-pack of these for only $5.99, and they're waterproof pouches, and they came in this hideous orange, which I will probably be gifting to a wonderful friend of mine. Hi, Greg, this is probably coming to you. And this right here is going with my outfits. So a couple of things. One, this company made them stretchy. That is such a win. My big back self needs this elastic, especially, let's be honest, we're on a cruise, limited food, limited alcohol. This is perfect. I was a little worried whenever I first opened it and saw it was Velcro, and I was like, oh, Lord heavens, no, that is not waterproof, but we're okay. So Velcro, right? But then it rolls down and it's a Ziploc, right? It really rolls down. Like it goes over and out. So once you can Look how many, look at how many. This is so sealed. Oh my gosh. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha, and we're open. Okay. Look how much space this has. So I could actually, here, look at that. Do you know how much crap I can put in here? And I have a lot of crap. So this is perfect for someone like me. It gives you the fanny pack sensibility, but also the waterproofness, and it's chic, right? We're pretending this is chic. And waterproof. That is so important. And look at that. It's just big old buckle. Number 1. Yay. This is a win. Okay? And for $5.99 for a 2-pack, are you kidding me? I couldn't resist. All right, next in protection. These are a lifesaver. So what are they? They're waterproof phone pouches. And wouldn't you guess, the Amazon had these on sale. It was a 2-pack for $11.99. And I needed this size because I've got a big old phone and I really hate taking my phone out of the case. So this is actually large enough that even with the case, it fits awesomely. So it came in 2 colors. It was in this super cute Tiffany blue and then the black. And so, yeah, these are a must-have. They have a little lanyard on them. Well, you can't really see it. Let's open it together. That's how new all this stuff is. So here are the pouches. So you can see. It's like, I love that, right? Then my God, how much plastic is on this thing? The lanyard. So it will carabiner hook to it, and then you can put it around your neck. Now this is really good for when you're going snorkeling, when you're gonna be playing in the water, anytime your phone needs to be submerged, that's the word, submerged. This is a must. So whenever it's time to get ready, one of the things they're gonna send you are your luggage tags, which are very important. Now, you only need to technically put these on the luggage you're gonna be checking with Princess or whatever cruise line you're using. But I put them on everything because what if I set something down and I walk away from it? I would rather have people to be able to know where it's supposed to go. A lot of your luggage isn't gonna be available until later on throughout the day because they have to sort it, get it ready for your room. And your room may not even be available when you first get there. So you're gonna wanna dump off all like your luggage, including your checked bag, your carry-on, those type of things. But I'm always very careful, and I have like a little duffel bag that has like very essential items just in case something gets lost, just so I have any medication that you need. Make sure all of those things are in the items that you're gonna be keeping with you, right? Now they send you these luggage tags in enough time in advance that you have time to print it. So they look like this. They're just this piece of paper that you just fold in pieces, and it tells you, there's literally instructions on how to fold it, and you can wrap it in masking tape or whatever. However, let me make your life a little easier. For like $5 on the Amazon, of course, they have these things, right? So they're these metal loops, and the luggage tag itself is a metal ring. So that way you don't have to worry about in the mix it getting ripped off your luggage or anything. And all right, this is my luggage tag from my last cruise that shows you how much I take this stuff off in between cruises. You just open the Ziploc pouch here, and I guess we'll go ahead and take this out. As you can see, it's very secure, right? And it's not gonna rip off. They just twist right off, twist on. This is metal. It won't be cut off. And then this is what it looks like. You just fold it over, put it in there. So definitely recommend these, especially because if you plan on cruising multiple times like I do, you will get more than your money's worth out of this. I think this was a 5-pack. And I clearly don't need 5, despite the fact I do bring a lot of bags, but I don't bring 5 bags. Now, when we're talking luggage, this is my checked bag. This is Old Faithful. He has seen some shit over the years, but he's still trooping. So he's a big old boy. And so I bring this as my checked bag. And I have a carry-on, which is my flight crew bag. And then I also have like that duffel, and it just hooks to the J hook on my back. I'll show you guys that later. But I do bring a checked bag. And I know people are like, don't bring a checked bag. No, I need my checked bag. So you will see this packed, and then you're also going to see my other bag packed. All right, so non-essential items that I'm bringing that you don't need to bring. Well, you might want to, but. So, again, I'm going to Caribbean, right? We're going to be having lots of beach days. I decided, so I really hate the snorkel type ones. I really like the full face. So I got this super fancy one. There's a lot of issues behind the full face. Some people have issues breathing in it or regurgitating the air that they've already recirculated. There's like a whole thing with that. This is the new 2025 one, and it's supposed to apparently help eliminate that. I'm going to look like I'm in the X-Men, so that's cool. But it comes in this sweet little bag. Now, some tour operators won't let you bring them, so do keep that in mind. But this is going to be for days where I'm just going to the beach myself, and I want to take some pictures, especially since I've got that sweet bag that will keep my phone waterproof and safe. This will be a perfect combination. Another thing, so it's my birthday, as a lot of you guys know, because I've mentioned it maybe a couple times. And I'm going to bring my own magnets. I'm going by myself, and I love vacationing alone. It's super fun with friends, but I also really love going alone too, because I always find friends and meet everybody along the way. So going alone is not a big deal. We'll talk more about vacationing alone later and what that's like and the pros and the cons. But it's going to be my birthday. So I got magnets. They're cheesy. They're fun. So your door is magnetic, as well as all of the walls. I think the ceiling, everything is pretty much magnetic on this ship, right? So they allow you to do little fun things like decorate your doors. A lot of people really like when someone near them decorates their doors because they call it their point of reference. So that way, after a couple beverages, if they're trying to find their room, they're like, oh, there's the door with the flamingos or the upside down pineapple. And then you know that that's your room, right? So you cannot use tape. You can use blue painter's tape, though. That is permitted on the ship. Some of the ships have been cracking down, not Princess, but some of the other cruise lines have been cracking down about ways you can decorate your room and things like that. Luckily, Princess is pretty awesome. I've seen dry erase boards where they're asking like questions, taking polls. They've had some people that had put magnets with like their events, like if it's an anniversary, like my birthday, all kinds of fun stuff. So I honestly love walking up and down the hallways and looking at the staterooms and seeing how people decorate them. Also, since it's my birthday, I bring a tiara every year that I have a birthday. So this year I brought two because I wasn't sure of the vibe situation in my dress. So we've got, ooh, Lord, we've got this one, which is kind of a more like regal giant piece. And then we've got this one. I may probably wear both. One would look really cute with that pink daytime dress that we picked out. And then the other one with the red dress. So they're heavy. They're real metal, so they're not plastic or anything like that. Last year I had one that was kind of like this, just a little bit bigger, and then it was in this like vintage rose gold and all the gems were black, and it was a moment. So really excited for these to bring like a new color. The year before they were like rainbow gems. They were still like in the silver, but they caught the light and changed. So every year it's something different. So these will be going in the bag too. So if you've watched yesterday's video, you'll remember we went wine glass shopping because of who I am as a person. The lady was really, I don't think she realized that this was plastic, but that's fine because she was so kind to wrap it. And honestly, that makes my life easier wrapping this up in my bag. So here is the one that I got that literally plastic and $3.99. Yeah, $3.99. And I thought this would be perfect for the pool or the beach or whatever. And if it gets confiscated wherever I'm at, who cares because I paid $4 for it. But I thought, what a little champagne flute that's not glass, right? So it doesn't break any rules. And I'm a good rule follower some days. So that's one. So that'll be going in there. And then these other ones, where I'm very excited. These will be my birthday glasses. And I really like, they're like rainbow iridescent. Came in a little box. So I have better luck with the ones that come in a box. They don't get crushed as bad. I will be putting these in my carry-on because when I went to my cruise in October, one of the glasses I brought with me was completely crushed, thanks to whatever airline I was flying then. But look how just beautiful this is. And it's not the thinnest of glass. I prefer a much thinner glass than this, but this was thinner than like everything else Home Goods had. So not terrible, not the most desirable, but 100% thinner of glass than what they would have on the ship. Now, if you're thinking, why does it have to be thin, Leanne? Well, look how shiny and rainbow that is, right? The profiles of champagne changes based on the thinness or thickness of your glass. So it actually tastes better with a thinner, crispy, we call it crispy glass. The crispier your glass is, the better it tastes because it's just paper thin and it just, there's a whole science behind it. That's a different video for a different day. Also, stemware is really important. Some people like stemless, but the problem is that the stem is designed because if your hand is here, you're warming up your beverage. And with champagne, you know, it's great with a nice chill. If I'm putting it here, my warm, meaty hands are just microwaving this thing to death. So we like to be on the stem. And there's the wine glass tutorial you didn't ask for. So this will be coming. This is gonna go in the carry-on, so we will set that separate. So one thing that differentiates Princess from a lot of other cruise line is other cruise lines use like a card. When you think like a credit card, it's got an RFID chip in it where you can tap it into your room. You can tap it and bring up your items, whatever you need. On Princess, it's a medallion. And here's why this is kind of cool. There's some really neat things about this. So one, it's gonna have your name on it. So one, I love my name on things. Two, it's gonna have the dates that you sail and the ship that you're on. I think that's really neat that it's like its own little souvenir and just kind of reminds you. Then the color of your medallion is gonna be your status at that time. So the first level is just gonna be like a basic white one. Then your next cruise, you're gold. This cruise, I'm ruby. And then my next cruise, I believe I've leveled up to platinum, so it'll be like a silver color. But they're magnetic. And so whenever you're done, you can take it off and put it on your fridge. They make medallion holders for like, kind of like shadow boxes. But here's why this is cool. So this is free. You don't pay anything extra for this. And then they give you this really tacky lanyard. I'm sure it's not tacky to them, but it says Princess on it. And it basically just alerts everyone that you are on Princess. So the downfall of that is that when you're on your excursions or when you're on all these other countries, they know, right? So I also hate wearing a lanyard. I have to wear a lanyard every day at work. I don't want to wear a lanyard on vacation. And I certainly don't want it interfering with my outfit. So on this cruise, I had bought a medallion holder from Princess, and it was $10 for one. It was silicone, it was fine, it was pink. But the problem is it didn't match all my outfits. Well, Amazon, again, comes in handy. So it was $10 for this 4-pack, and came in 4 different colors. And they're also silicone, so they're great because they're waterproof. Your medallion is waterproof too, so you don't have to worry that if you go swimming or deep sea diving with this, it's fine. If you do lose it, it's free for replacement. It does cause a little bit of problems with casino people, so do be aware of that, but ta-da. So probably, so like with this outfit, right? I would want to wear either the black or white one. We'll choose the black. And it literally just fits inside the silicone so easily. And literally, look at that. It's already done. And just right on your wrist, like a watch, right? And I can just take it in and out. Anything also that is a Apple AirTag is the same exact size of this too. So the keychain, some people prefer even more inconspicuous. I like this because it's still accessible. It's still easy for everybody who've seen me come in and off the ship that I am in fact supposed to be there, but also not like, not so out there of like, hello, I'm a tourist. I mean, not that you can't tell by looking at me, but still, this is a lifesaver. So I definitely recommend getting these on Amazon. They're much cheaper than buying them from the cruise line, and you get more of a selection. I can actually get this 4-pack, and so we are definitely packing these. Some other random things that I'm bringing, a lifetime supply of eyelashes. I know, I'm feeling lost without them. Yeah, I just order Amazon lashes, especially if I get these wet or whatever, I don't care. We got that. I also got this new microphone set. I'm really excited to use this with you guys here. I had this and I had it, but I upgraded my iPhone. So I went from a Lightning to a Type-C. So I needed this one. So I'm going to be charging this bad boy. Super easy to use. Had really great reviews. And it was like under 20 bucks. So very excited for this. And it's supposed to buffer from wind. It gets a little windy on the ship. So hopefully that'll help us too. How cute are these earrings? Look at these, friends. I don't even know what outfit I'm going to wear these with, and it doesn't really matter because they're adorable, right? So we're taking those. Can't have enough Listerine breath strips. I still wear them. I still use these all the time. And then this, I don't need this many, but it came in this package. Black safety pins. These are a must. And I use these at work too, so it's a good size. We're taking those too. All right, moving down the line here. So we've also got our super fancy birthday champagne bottle. So very excited. I'm telling you, the little placard said it's the good one. So we're trusting it. So that's coming. Again, we're going to the Caribbean. So we've talked about that a lot. Water shoes. Now, these aren't your grandma's water shoes, right? So it's not like when we were a kid and they came in like 2 colors and they were hideous and didn't match anything. How cool are these? So first of all, I've got wide feet, and these were great recommended on the Amazon from the wide feet people. They really stretch out. I like that they actually look like shoes. So these will match my outfit better because we're about the aesthetic, right? And it's got traction. So we're not going to have to worry about busting my butt. And I'm a big girl, so if I go flying, everybody's coming flying with me. So these are great. They had awesome reviews. They tighten up. I thought these will be perfect. And they were pretty cheap. I think they were like under 30 bucks. So that's a win in my book, especially since we've got quite a few ports to be going to on this boat. Okay, so one of the biggest issues I run into, because I don't tend to wear outfits multiple times on the same vacation, is space, right? Space in our luggage. Your grandma's blanket bags, these are going to be your lifesaver. Now, if you're thinking like, oh my God, I'm not going to have a vacuum to suck the air out. Don't worry, they make these. And what's great about it is it doesn't take up a lot of space. This is super lightweight, and so is this too. So all of these clothes came from places like Amazon or the Shein or wherever, and I'm only going to put clothes in here that aren't like super wrinkly. Like I don't want to put anything that if I put it in this bag, I'm going to have to spray it with that Downy wrinkle release, or I'm going to have to act like a peasant and iron my clothing, which we all know I'm not going to do on vacation. So this is what I'm putting my clothes in right now. All right, so it's filled with a lot of outfits. Now I will tell you, this thing gets heavy, especially as we suck the air out. It's going to get real dense because the weight's not going to change, but it's going to look like it weighs a lot less than it does. So if you've got one of those scales for your luggage, that is a very good thing to bring with you. It came very handy for us when we were coming back from Greece. Very handy. So I definitely recommend bringing one of those. So now it's time to suck the air out. And literally the cap just unscrews off of the bag. So it looks like this. And then this just twists right on. So you can see. And it's just like that. And you do that until all the air is out. And then when you're done, it looks like this. God, this thing's heavy, but as you can see, we saved a ton of space. Well, God, that's a lot more hollow sounding than I meant. I brought a lot. I will be doing an unpacking video so you can see how incredibly spacious, thank God, the princess closets are. I don't even know how many outfits I brought. I'm telling you guys, I'm a really terrible packer. But I use most of the stuff I bring. So somehow the math is math. It's girl math. I'm so sorry to tell you. So yes. Oh Lord. All right. So on to another subject that we'll be packing for. On Princess, I am comped this cruise as a casino offer, and I did a version of this cruise last year, and it was just a 7-night Caribbean one, and out of Fort Lauderdale as well, same day, so it happened to be my birthday, and we went to some okay ports. It was fine, but it was a cruise that was actually comped by Stations Casino here in Vegas. And I was pleasantly surprised whenever I called and they said I could go by myself and not have to pay double occupancy taxes, which a lot of cruise lines make you. So for $180, I had a 7-night cruise. It was in an interior room. It was delightful. I had a really great time. Here's the thing, the casino. So the Caribbean Princess was the ship I was on, and it's a pretty small ship. It's not their smallest, but it's small, right? And it was okay. But I did play some. I didn't play aggressively at all. But apparently I played enough to where my cruises are still continuing to be comped. So I'm definitely up in the sense of these cruises I'm getting for free are way more valuable than I'm putting through a slot machine. So before anybody thinks I'm some giant big baller, don't. I'm a poor flight attendant, right? So I just know how to work the system enough to keep my money going, right? Now, Princess has recently changed their point structure. So whereas before you just had to gamble and like hope that the casino gods gave you more free cruises, now they have a point structure. So whenever they're on board, I'll take a picture of it. I know it's a pretty high point structure because of how long this cruise is. Basically, the more days that you are on a cruise, they expect you to play more, or at least play aggressively on a couple days, enough to cover the cost of the future cruises, right? So that's going to be new for me this time. Now, whenever I was on this Caribbean cruise, this awesome guy named Mike hosted a group slot pool. Now, I've done group slot pools here in Vegas, and they're a ton of fun. So I was really excited to do one on the Caribbean Princess, and lo and behold, it was on my birthday. So I was very excited about that. It was like a $20 buy-in, I think, and I think we ended up with like 17 back. And how it works is, so we'll pretend it's a $20 buy-in, and you put a $20 bill in. Everyone will when they go up, and we're going to pick a $5 machine. That's the easiest one to do, and you can get some pretty big bonuses from a $5 slot, right? So if we're playing Dragon Links, we're doing $5 spins. That's going to give you 4 spins a piece, right? So each person puts the $20 bill in, hits it 4 times. Whatever the line pays are, you keep the money in the machine. And everyone is going to come through and put that $20 bill and get those 4 spins. After everyone's done, you divide the amount of people up by the amount of money, and that's how much everybody gets back. So with $20 in, we got like 17 back. It was so much fun. So I decided on this cruise, I'll host one, right? And I decided that I want to play Hostess of the Year, like the person I am and be an extra. And I wanted to bring some prizes for people because, so as the host, you get to keep the points that come through. Some people do, like where they do a drawing and things like that. But I decided I'll bring prizes and I'll make it worth everyone for me keeping the points, and kind of as a thank you for everybody coming on board and coming and joining my group slot pool. We have like 80 people signed up, so it's going to be a ton of people, and hopefully have some big bonuses. Now, if you're wondering, so like taxes and everything like that, the bonus will be split post-tax. So we'll go ahead and take all the taxes out, so that way whoever hit it on that won't be responsible for paying those later on, right? So prize-wise, okay, so I've got some really cool fun stuff. Remember those phone protectors we talked about earlier? I got a 20 pack. No, sorry. a 14 pack. I got a 14 pack of these for 17 bucks. And they hold up to 7.5 inch. I bought these after I had already bought my own, or else I would have just taken one of these out because the reviews on these were great. And it does the exact same thing. So I'm really excited to give these away. I think these are going to be super useful prizes that we're going to a ton of different beaches. So a lot of people probably didn't even bring one of these. And I know they sell them like at the gift shop for a stupid price. So your Midwest friend coming through here. So the next prize. Okay, so this is the 20 pack. And again, I was trying to think of things that would be useful on this trip, right? And still keep it around like the $1.50 a person mark. So this is just a little silicone keychain. And it came with a wire brush that's bendy and a bendy reusable straw. Now, on the picture online, it looked like they were already put together, but they weren't. So I'll show you how easy this was to put together, though. I was a little afraid whenever I opened it up and was like, oh, this is like the IKEA kit where I have to like assemble everything. But it was so easy. And so yeah, there's the wire brush in there. And then the straw literally bends up. It's silicone. And I thought, how neat of them to think about the brush aspect. And yeah, it just packs in, and then look at that. So this is so good because I'm going to tell you what, on the cruises, they use paper straws, which is great because of the turtles or whatever. But they disintegrate. I wish they would use like the agave ones or something a little bit more strenuous, but of course not. So this is going to be so handy for so many people. And it came in like a whole bunch of different colors. Look at these. I'm so excited for people to win these. So there's 20 of those. We'll count 19 because your good friend Leanne's going to be stealing one, right? Now, next up, these were a good budget find, and they were fun cruise themed. It's a 24 pack of cup koozies. You just can't go wrong. I had it full plan to use my brand new Cricut that I just spent an enormous amount of money on. But you know, that's life. So these were already made. They were fun. They had like little cruisy type things. And I thought, this is easy to carry, right? And then I had leftover shark ones from another event. So they're also, shark koozies are coming, right? And then lastly, I thought these were kind of funny. And they were, again, practical dry bags. Not really dry bag. They're like drawstring bags. But I thought for going in and out of the different islands, to be able to throw a towel in, some water bottles. This is a 12 pack. It says, let's get naughty. How funny is that? I was like, oh, the meemaws are going to love this one. But yeah, little drawstring. And look, it's like beef jerky thin. So this travels super well too. So that gives me quite a few prices. I think it was like 70 something when I did the math or whatever. So if we have more people, there may be some people that don't get prizes, you know, but that's how prizes work. And if we have under, well then great, everyone gets something. But either way, I wanted to be the hostess with the mostest and bring some sweet prizes for everybody participating. I hope this gets my reputation as like the cool slot pool lady. So I don't know. I'm trying to be the cool lady on the Love Boat. I gotta be honest. I'm a little worried how much she weighs. No, it should be fine. Oh yeah, that doesn't feel like 50 pounds. It should be fine, right? I don't know, probably gonna go weigh this out. So now I just have to finish the last minute stuff like my toiletries, 700 pairs of underwear, you know, because in the event I burned through all of them, it's a safety thing. I don't know why. I feel like I need them all. And I know some of you are like that too, so don't even play. And yeah, I think I'm kind of ready. I'll be honest, this is probably a lot more ready for a cruise than I normally am. A lot of times I'm a last minute packer. I told you guys, I'm a really terrible packer. I overpack, I last minute pack. I just, you know, it's like MacGyver. I'll figure it out along the way, right? Like, It's whatever. It's fine. It's a boat. Sorry, it's a ship. There's some people that are weird about that. But yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it. I'm a survivor. And, but yeah, I'm super excited. I've got snacks for the crew. P.S. Always buy your flight crew snacks. Our love is bought and conditional. And, so I'm really excited. Taking the red eye tomorrow night from Las Vegas to Fort Lauderdale. It'll get me in at like 8 in the morning. Really hoping the hotel is kind and lets me check in early. If not, I know I can at least like just valet my bags and it'll be fine. But yeah, I can't believe it's like now that it's getting dark outside, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost here. So I've got no more Amazon coming. It's all here. I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me. Like, this is going to be so much fun. I'm really going to get outside my comfort zone. I know I seem pretty extroverted, but sometimes I can, I can kind of keep to myself. And so this is going to make me really do a lot more things, like go to more group events, use the gym. Shit, I got to pack some tennis shoes, I guess. Ugh. Do I, though? Can I do yoga barefoot? I don't know. We'll see. So apparently I need more stuff. Look at this. So yeah, I'm just really excited to get to share this journey with you guys all. So make sure you guys like, share, and comment. Follow me on all my socials, especially now that the TikTok is dying, maybe. I could really use your love. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for following me along, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks, friends. Bye.